You know what? This is a little bit weird. I haven't traded currency pairs in about 2 months because, as you know, I've been so fixated on trading gold. But I've got a sell on NZUSD, as you can see here. And yeah, like I said, when I'm trading gold, I'm used to the pips moving very fast. Like, you know, I said 1,000 pips take profit, 500 pips stop losses, everything like that, right? And then you go back to currency pairs and it's like this, 1.1 pips, 0.8 pips, you know, like a 10 pip take profit on currency pairs. Now, obviously, with gold, 10 pips is the spread on gold. And it's a very weird experience what's happening here. But basically, I've gone for 3 lots, okay? 3 lots, 10 pip take profit. I haven't actually set a stop. In fact, I haven't even set a stop loss or a take profit. NZUSD 1 minute time frame. We had a nice little prices actually come straight up to this resistance area on the 5 minute time frame. I normally don't trade currency pairs on the 1 minute time frame, but the RSI is starting to go overbought like this here. We're at a nice bit of resistance area, as you can see. Well, let me just bring up my chart so you can see. I'll just move it up here so you can see. We've got a nice bit of resistance there, resistance there, resistance there. Price comes back up to it. Obviously, I should be able to get around 10 pips off this trade. If you're wondering why I'm not trading gold, and that's simply because there's a nice sell happened on gold earlier today. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sell on gold. And always, typically, I'm late to the party. I'm about half an hour late to this, but that's a beautiful sell on gold. Currently, price is going sideways. So no setups at the minute on gold, which I don't expect to get any setups. And that explains really why I'm trading Aussie. Where is it? I'm trading NZUSD, which is here. Okay, so let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. We come back up to this resistance area. Now, like I said, I entered this trade down here. Again, I'm not really too bothered because we've got this resistance area at the top. If you look at the MACD as well, it's starting to slow down. See how the MACD is starting to slow down? And what I'm doing here is just a bit of experience. You know, like I say, every time I make a video, I've been trading the binary destroyer every single day, you know, for the past 6 years, you know. And what I'm doing just comes down to experience, okay? If you ask me to trade anything else, right, if you asked to trade me any other strategy, I probably would be terrible at it. But my edge in the market, my strategy is the binary destroyer, and this is what I'm good at. I'm good at one thing in life, and that's trading the binary destroyer. But yeah, like I said, we've just come back up to this resistance area here. We should start to eject off it. Okay, as you can see here, it looks like we're pushing down. We've come straight back up to it. Let's see what happens. Basically, let's just see what happens for the next 5 or 10 minutes. We should reject from it. If we don't, I will. I mean, we're about look, there you go. About 5 pips currently in drawdown. But you can see here, look at this on the 5 minutes. Look, we just bounced straight off the 1 minute. We bounced straight off it, right? This here is where I'd be taking a binary trade. If I was taking a binary, if I was trading binary, this would exactly be where I'd be taking a trade right now. And just riding it down, you know, literally 2-3 minute expiries, just stack, stack, stack all the way down. But yeah, that's currently the situation that I'm in. I've got a seller. See how we're bouncing off it off the 5 minutes. It's almost like magic, isn't it? How I know I spot these setups, but it's just down to experience, really. And that's about it. Probably it's going to be a very short and sweet video. I just wanted to get a video out there for you. You can see how we're bouncing off it. So we should be dropping down to around 3 pips, and then we should hopefully hit around a 10 pip trade profit. We'll see what happens, but I'll update you again in a few minutes time. Okay, so update. I've just spent the last 10 minutes talking to myself, and I didn't even realize it was recorded. So yeah, I've got to kind of remember what I said and go over the trade that I've just took. Stupid me. Right, so the trade hit take profit. Okay, as you can see here, I closed them off at 5 pips. All of them, I closed them all off at 5 pips, as you can see there. Well, in fact, this one here, I closed at 4 pips. I think it was 4 pips. Those two at 5 pips, that one at 5 pips, and then my success continues for January. As you can see here, 125 winning trades for January, 100% win ratio. So going back to this setup, right? So like I said here, this was that setup. This is where I ended the video, and I was saying you want to take a binary trade here, just kind of a 2, 3, 4 minute expiry, stacking. That obviously would have worked perfectly, right, if we were trading binary. Then what I was saying is that I was marking up, once prices bounced off it, what we want to then do is analyze the trade again, right? What you want to do to be a consistent trader is constantly make calculated decisions. That's what makes a good trader. Calculated decisions and making decisions at the right time. Now, to do that, it takes a lot of chart experience, right? A lot of traders out there, and I say every trader out there, because this is the reason why you don't make money, you trade with emotion, right? You get upset, you panic when you're in a trade, you get excited when you win a trade, and it's the worst thing you want to do. You want to constantly analyze and make calculated decisions. So before I stopped the video and started talking to myself for 10 minutes, we bounced off this resistance line at the top. I said you wanted to sell, take a few binary trades, and then we reanalyzed the trade. What's actually happening? So what I did, if I zoom out here, is I marked the next area of support, which was here, right? And you can see here, price bounced off it again. So I marked this area up here, and I said, okay, well, what we're going to do is price is probably going to come down to this. If it comes down to this and it breaks it, let's mark up the next area of support, which was this one here, right? You can see here, price has come down to it. And then what happened was price came down to it and bounced off it. And since then, it's kind of just been bouncing in between it like this here, right? It's constantly analyzing. So as you can see, I went for a 10 pip take profit. But as price came down to this support line and bounced off it, I thought, okay, we might continue up. I got that idea, if you go to the 5 minutes, by looking at this support line here. If you just zoom out here, right, you can see this area of support. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touch. So I thought, okay, we could come back up here, right? I don't know if it's going to do that. Like I said, we can't see in the future. We're only making decisions, right? We're making calculated decisions from what we're seeing on the charts. And as you can see here, price is staying above this support line. So I closed this trade off a little bit early, which was the right thing to do, because I did my analysis and I decided, no, 10 pips is too much for this trade. I'm going to decrease my take profit, close it off at 5 pips. There you go, right? It's just making calculated decisions. Looking back, great trade, right? Nice little trade off the 1 minute time frame. Great trade. Like I said, absolute great trade. And that's pretty much my trading done in, I don't know. Honestly, it's been about 20 minutes, but like I said, I spent 10 minutes of it talking to myself. But yeah, my name is Jamie Palmer. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.